What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another calisthenics push day. Maybe you can hear it from my voice. I'm a bit sick right now. Like, it's getting better, definitely. Like the last week on the weekend, like I couldn't do anything. I was just lying in bed and like I couldn't move. I just felt so sick, you know what I mean? It's definitely getting better, and like I think like it's just my voice and like I'm a bit coughing, but that's really it. I don't have stomach pain, I don't have a like strong headache, so that's why I am going to do a low intensity calisthenics push day. As I said, nothing too crazy because I have to recover. That's number one priority. So yeah, also like a funny moment on Sunday, you know, like yesterday, I was just watching some YouTube, and all of a sudden, bam, no power, no like electricity, like I couldn't even like switch the lights on. So it was also a bit funny, but yeah. So what I'm also going to be doing is I want to get better in like handstand on parallettes and like entries and stuff. So that's why I'm incorporating like parallel handstands in my workout. And it's also a bit like not too crazy on like the wrists. I also like asked myself, do I really want to train today? Because like, as I said, I feel really, I feel like I'm not like that sick, but like my voice and like my neck, like this part right here, like feels really bad, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think like I only trained like two times last week. I had about 5 rest days, I think. And that's crazy, you know? As a beginner, I even trained when I was sick, you know what I mean? I had so many times when I was super sick, but I just trained, you know? I had like lots of headaches, my stomach hurt really lots of times because I ate so much at one time, because like I only ate 2 meals per day. And the second meal had to be like really a lot. So I had like lots of like stomach, like, you know, like hurtings. And like I just trained, you know, and that is arousal mentality. That is like me, that is my mentality, you know. I trained everywhere, I trained at any time. I didn't care if it was like 10 p.m, it could be 12 p.m, or like, what is it called in English? Like 0 o'clock or like 12 a.m. Because it's gotten up to a point, it's a sport, or like calisthenics for me, like in my opinion, is not an addiction, you know. It's more of a promise I made to myself back then. And so when I don't train, I just feel like I'm not like, what is it called? Like, I feel like I'm breaking my promise, if that makes sense. Like, to not train or like see myself training 2 times per week is super scary, you know. And like last week I had so many times, really like every day I think, where I just didn't see myself anymore, you know. I didn't see arousal mentality, because it's me, you know. Arousal mentality is me, and to not like have this arousal mentality feels like I'm not me. We did the kick-ups. Now I'm going to do 3 sets of frogs into handstand on parallettes. Also, my second time actually. I tried it last week one time, and it felt also pretty good. Hopefully I can do the same or have like the same strength. After that we are going to do handstand push-up bottom holds, one of my favorites. 3 sets, 5 seconds each. And after that some pike push-ups, elevated pike push-ups with parallettes. I also find it very like nice. Please. Super scary. Especially like, I usually do it in front of a wall, but I thought to myself, why don't I give it a try right here? Not bad. Better than I would have expected. You know what? One more try. Clean. I started with handstand on parallettes when I really got serious into like handstands. So I think like 5 months ago. I didn't really do crazy stuff on parallettes. I just like, I've done handstand on parallettes. I just did like kick-ups and like handstand holds on parallettes. Maybe also some straddle handstand variations, but that's really it. I didn't do bent arm things on parallettes. So no entries, no presses, no handstand push-ups. So as I said, just handstand on parallettes. And now the reason why I'm getting a bit more into like the handstand game on parallettes is because I want to be able to do handstand on dip bars. So I went like the week before last week 3 times to the Calisthenics park, because Friday was no school for me. I think it was no school. It doesn't really look like that interesting if you see it on like a YouTube video, or like if you don't do like handstand on dip bars. But I tried like handstand on an elevation, and it felt really cool. And I think it was only like 30 centimeters, and dip bars are, I think, like about 120 centimeters. So I definitely want to get in like this dip bars handstand game. I want to do crazy stuff on dip bars, and I don't know if it's a bit like depending on the person, but I think handstand on parallettes are just easier. It's just easier, and yeah. Okay. It seems like I can't get 1 rep in, so that's really concerning and a bit frustrating. I'm going to try it with the mat, so my hands aren't like that slippery. If that doesn't work, then I think I'm going to do 3 sets of eccentric handstand push-ups. So not like holds, you know what I mean? Because usually I do bottom holds, handstand push-ups, 5 seconds, but that doesn't seem to be working. So I'm going to try it one more time. If that doesn't work, then I'm just going to do eccentric handstand push-ups. that's it with the video. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I definitely want to get back on track. I definitely want to get to my old strength point. It will definitely happen. I think tomorrow my sickness or like what I have will be over. So yeah, be excited for new videos. As I said, I definitely want to like train more in the Calisthenics park. I also had a very nice session the week before last week. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave a comment and a like down below, much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel and have a nice day, guys. Really like use this day, be productive, and then you will achieve your goals, guys. Peace out. Peace out.